Hey everyone, it's Amir and Parsa here, and we're back with episode 6 of our UTP podcast. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the Epson PaperLab
Yeah,
and basically what it does and why it's pretty good, actually. I mean, we don't
yeah,
know too much about it yet, but
yeah. It's supposed to be
yeah,
showcased for the first time in Tokyo in a week, like December 10th to December 12th. That's when they said they're gonna showcase it.
yeah. And
So,
it's supposed to be
yeah,
coming out next year, they're saying.
yeah. So
Yeah,
before we just talk about those, let's just say what it actually is. It's just basically it gets a piece of paper, you put it into the machine, and it recycles it into brand new paper.
yeah,
And that's really good for companies where they have lots of paper that is not being used. So instead of giving it to people to get it in recycling bins and then paying again for paper, they just get the papers that they don't need, shred it, and turn it into new paper,
yeah,
which
exactly.
it's pretty good for an idea, but it could be very expensive
Yeah,
because if you see the machine, it's huge as they've shown it. Though I don't know if that's scaled to life size, but
yeah,
I'm
I think it is going to be pretty big.
yeah,
I mean, they are saying that they're going to make a commercial version,
yeah,
which hopefully will release in 2016 too. And
yeah,
I'm gonna have a link down below anyway with the video and as well as an article
yeah,
that we're using.
yeah.
And
The
so yeah, maybe that might make that might bring down the price a bit too if it's
yeah,
um, for commercial, not just
yeah,
business. Yeah.
yeah, because many people do not have that much money
Oh no.
if they're like in their house and they need this machine, but I don't think it's gonna work as good as the Office version, which is the most expensive one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
because
it's not
I
going to be able
know
to be this
for
big, is it?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think so because it should be able to fit in someone's house office. So, what I know from the machine, like the Office version, the actual version that I've seen right now, it
Yeah.
can make 14 A4 papers in 1 minute. So equals 6,400 pieces of paper in 8 hours, which is amazing.
Mm. Yeah.
So I think that it's gonna boost up productivity
Well,
a
yeah,
lot.
definitely. Yeah. I mean, there's not going to be
Imagine
any
like
of that issue of
yeah,
issue of paper needing to be ordered in or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what you don't need, you just shred it instead of just going into a normal shredder. You put it into something that will turn into new paper for you.
Yeah. But then there's also the thing that that paper's kind of being phased out a bit now. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm kind of wanting it to be phased out a bit.
yeah.
If you
I
saw my
can see.
video,
Yeah,
yeah. But this is kind of going to be. I'm not sure if this is going to last that long because I mean, if paper's not going to be there anymore, then we're not going to really have a need for things like this.
well,
I
this
think, yeah,
actually is something that is trying to keep paper living,
yeah, it kind of
since
is, yeah,
people think that cutting trees it's gonna like making paper is cutting trees. So Epson
yeah.
just came up to them and it's like,
That's a good
no,
point,
it's not
actually.
cutting
Yeah,
trees. It's
yeah,
reusing the trees, which is actually something that I was thinking of uh, around a week ago when my teacher was talking about how they hate cutting paper, but they have to do it because we get distracted with computers. So that's actually what I was thinking was like, why don't people reuse the paper? It's the same concept for me as water. Water doesn't get waste, like it doesn't get wasted. It's not that it disappears into nothing. It's still there. It's just that it's not clean anymore. So why don't you invent something that will clean that water? And
yeah.
our planet is how much? 80, 70 something percent filled with
I
water.
think 70.
So
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
lot. Yeah,
so, but only 0.3% is usable. Thanks, Matthew Santoro, for that info. So basically, it's like not even 1% of that water is drinkable. So why not turn all this 70% into drinkable water and reuse it because we keep the water in our body, but we let it out after a while, so it's still there. But I know I'm getting out of like topic right now, but I'm saying like the same concept for paper. The paper is not going anywhere unless you put it to powders, like you burn it down, which is gonna not going to be paper anymore. It's going to be ashes, which that's the only way that paper disappears, kind of, and turns
Yeah.
into sand. But until you've got a physical piece of paper, which it could even be like turned into a ball, scrambled into a ball. Not very good with
Crumpled.
English right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah.
So even like that, you just put it into the machine. The machine gets the fibers of the paper and then gives it out to you compressed as an A4 paper.
Yeah.
Which is basically how you make paper with trees, just that it cuts out the tree part and it reuses the same paper that has been used.
I mean,
it's one thing that is go on.
Yeah. I was just going to say it's probably going to save a lot of money for the people at the recycling plants too, because I mean they're not going to have to do that anymore. And I think it was a pretty long process. Yeah. From what I heard, there was a lot of like they had to like soak it first, I think, and then I mean I'm not an expert at recycling. They had to, I think, soak it and then maybe cut that up and do something or other with it. I forgot how they do it exactly. But the good thing about this too is it's actually a dry process. And it's exactly. the first to do that. Yeah,
it says it needs a little water to keep the device.
Yeah, just to keep it
like working.
Working basically. Yeah. And that's why it's fine in well, I mean, saying that it'll be fine with water too, I guess. But yeah.
So basically, it's a good concept. By the way, the Epson had this patent in 2013, and now it's out.
13,
that's something I just wanted to mention real quick.
Yeah.
They already had this in mind, and actually, it's not like something that is a huge idea that no one ever had. It's just that making it practical, that's a good thing that they did, and they actually acted on it. But I mean, it wasn't something impossible from the beginning. They just had to find a way, and these guys did it. So good job for them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
for saving
the planet. There's not really, other than what we said about it, really, there's not really much we know about it at the moment.
Yeah, we just saw, we heard the concept about it, and we saw the video about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, it's really new. It's just today that the article came out about it.
Yeah.
And I think
another article 3 days ago about it too.
But was there? I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's the oldest article I could find about it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think like that's how long it went, and it was a kind of Japanese article. Like the video on it was Japanese, and it was badly translated. So I guess it was like a translated version of another article, which they just copy and pasted into Google Translate. But
yeah, probably.
I mean, that's how back I went. That's how I could actually say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the Verge one, and that one's today. Yeah, but I mean, I'm interested to see how it's going to be, how they're going to like make it for just normal consumers, though, if that's what they are planning to do. I mean, that's what it seems like they're planning to do, and to know how much it's going to cost for them too, because I could see this being used in lots of places actually. I mean, even at homes it'll still be useful, especially for like people, like families basically that use a lot of paper. Like with schoolwork and all that sort of stuff.
For example, that's actually what I was thinking. Like my dad that uses a lot of paper, not a lot, but I mean he uses it, and I think that if it's affordable and people can buy it, it's going to be way better, because actually we were considering buying a shredder. So instead of doing that, we just, if it's worth it, we could invest a little more and just buy like something to put on the desk and put a paper in, and coming out of paper again.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get a lot cheaper too. I mean, we don't know the price yet, but it is going to be, it's probably going to be really expensive even for the consumer version.
For now, but then people are gonna, stuff start as very expensive because they're like new, and that's the time when people really want to buy this. But then after that, when it turns into something that many people use, it loses its value and it gets cheaper. But,
actually saying that, sorry, just one thing. I think I think I read it wrong. I think it's just saying that it's basically going to go into production in 2016. I don't think it's for consumers. I think
Yeah.
still for businesses. Yeah, I think I just read it wrong. Yeah, sorry.
So we just like the thing about it is I think it's going to be something that people are going to use in
Yeah,
2018. I mean, yeah, sure, it's going to come out in 2016. Wait a little more, wait half a year for it to get produced and get sold, and after a while you're going to get an upgraded version, and 2018 it's going to be like the place where many people actually start doing this.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, kind of like well, like a lot of things really. Like
Yeah, I think
everything's
of the
pretty slow to
hoverboard right
come in
now.
when it's new. Kind of like 3D printers,
Yeah,
4K, that sort of
exactly.
stuff.
3D
Yeah,
or 3D printers. No one at that time. I remember 2 years ago, I read something like someone told me that there were 3D printers that people got parts from the moon and wanted to print stuff in 3D.
yeah,
And true, it was stupid because it never actually existed, and my family lied to me, this person. But um, I mean, still, the concept was amazing for everyone that you could print something instead of 2D, making it 3D. So now that there's actually 3D printers, you can see that people make it out of nylon, out of anything that is like a string. They just melt it and print it 3D. So, and they're
yeah.
actually very cheap right now. Not very cheap, but around 300, 400.
Well,
That's
yeah, yeah,
cheap.
yeah.
It's
Cause
cheaper than an iPhone. So,
yeah, yeah. Cause our schools actually got one, so I got to see how it
oh,
works. Yeah,
nice.
it's
Yeah,
I think it's MakerBot it's called. That
yeah.
one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty good. I mean, the stuff takes ages to make in it, but again, it's something that they're going to keep working on, and that time will go down after a bit.
So when you wait for it, it takes a while, but after a while, it's gonna get fixed. It's just that
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it takes a bit to do stuff.
yeah, yeah. And I think it'll probably be a similar thing with this. I think it will have its bugs and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, you've gone off again. I was saying anyway. Yeah, it's probably going to
Yeah,
be the same with this. It's just gonna because I'm pretty sure it'll have bugs and stuff at first,
yeah,
and stuff will go wrong, and people will try and put stuff in it that isn't supposed to go in it, and all that sort of stuff. But
yeah,
yeah, it's gonna um, it'll probably, as you were saying, 2018 or
yeah,
maybe around that time,
yeah.
like after
It's
they
gonna
keep
get
improving it and
perfected bit.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's the beta version out right now, US and Canada,
of
and
of what again? I mean,
Microsoft HoloLens.
oh, Hololens. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and that's something that is going to be out again in 2000. Okay, not that long. 2016, mid 2016. That's my
yeah.
guess when people are gonna start buying their like Oculus.
Oops, gosh, that was my that was my laptop. That
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I didn't know I had the volume all the way up. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So I guess we will have to wait and see.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. Yeah.
every single other video that we make. You know, people are just gonna start thinking of us like the most untrusted, without any type of information source on the internet.
Yeah.
Because every single video, we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Mm.
But yeah. So basically, yeah, that's all I
Yeah,
have to say
because
about this.
but then I mean there isn't much information on the internet at the moment because it is a pretty new
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so this time I'm wrapping up this video. So guys, that does it for this video of the UTP podcast, and hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that this podcast was kind of shorter than our usual, because that's basically what we could talk about at this moment about this, because that's all the information we had. If we had any more information, we would definitely say it, and yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. So we'll see you all next time, and bye. Yeah. Go on.